control, Mr. St. Pierre.
One more round.
I don't care. I don't care, George. Hey, look at me. This is where champions are made. You understand me? Nothing matters now. Hit him with your groin.
I want to show you guys my new training partner.
Just wait. As if you surpass this Sam, is that possible? And this is to go even further beyond. It's unreal. How is he generating that much power?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Large Lads, the largest show in the known galaxy, with your host Milky Way Max, Killanova Klong, and Saturn Sam.
Hell yeah.
Sick. Space theme.
Maybe Larger Lads will also be space
That's
themed.
a
I
good
never
idea.
have already prepped that one.
The biggest show in the universe.
The biggest show in the universe.
Yeah.
I've got my first topic:
Let's hear it, brother.
heartbreaking day.
Oh,
no.
It is a heartbreak.
Genuinely
yeah.
sad news. It really it hurts my heart to admit. Ray Williams' squat world record was broken.
Yep.
I swear to God, every day I'm going to be putting my hands up and trying to do the spirit bomb, send energy to Ray Williams. If he gets to the 500, we're canceling the show and I'm doing a world tour.
I was, if Ray, this late in his career, just like fucking turns back the clock one last time and gets the 500 keys, I will cry my eyes.
I was gonna say, I really think I will cry. It will be the most just like, you still got it, go!
My fucking goat. Let's go.
The way people feel
Big shout
about LeBron James is the way I feel about Ray Williams.
Big shout out to Big D. Lou for breaking the record. Fucking crazy. Huge lift.
Yep.
But we pulling for Ray around here. This is not close. People don't understand how much aura prime Ray Williams had.
First
That
man to
was the
squat
man.
1,000. If he was the first man to squat 1,100 too, deep in his career post injuries, everyone's written him off, and he comes back and he gets it done. We're having 25 Ray Williams themed intros.
Well, and the tested deadlift world record fell.
True, yeah. When,
Got beaten by a 235-pound guy, no less.
his Instagram handle is reciprocating biceps.
Oh, I already know who that is.
Yes.
I was like,
That's why I was shocked when you kept saying like that. Some 230. And I was
That's
like, we are very familiar. I think his
Yeah.
name is Dylan Sanchez.
that is funny because I follow him.
Yeah.
And I should have gone by fucking Instagram handle and I'd be like, oh, he fucking did it.
Yeah.
But I was like, what the hell? A guy I never heard of broke the record.
Dude, some fucking random dude.
Hey, we were at least walking the walk of being like moderately tapped in by already following D. Lou and reciprocating biceps before they hit the all-time heaviest ever lifts.
Speaking of this, right? Obviously, my answer, Ray Williams 500. What are some lifts that you guys would love to see done?
Oh, real quick before I forget, you and I talked about this ages ago of like the more people participate in powerlifting, the more you'll see some single lift records go to like true specialists because you're going to get like more and more like exotic deadlift build guys. Very bendy spine bench man who doesn't necessarily have the best squat and deadlift. Like the more you'll see specialists take the records. But I think it's cool that some of our best guys are so good they can be in contention for all three single lift records still. Like John Hack being that fucking good across all three. Colton being that fucking good across all three.
Perk
that they
is
can
there,
contend
too.
with Perk, yep, exactly. That they can contend with fucking insanely well-built specialists and go back and forth like blow for blow with them. Fucking nuts.
That seems to be like the real signifier of like, in my mind, are you like a current gen
Goat guy.
greatest of all time contender?
Yeah.
Is if you're pushing all three lifts.
If you're like this era's Mount Rushmore type guy, if you can push the limits on all three lifts.
Because I definitely am still like,
Shout out to Christy Hawkins.
Yeah.
Solo pushed all three for years.
Still has the best dots of all time.
A decade. Still the best dots ever.
Ryan and Slaved.
My goat.
Tor tricep, bench PR.
Tor tricep just keeps PRing the only
Tor
person-
biceps. Finish the deadlift.
That's also true.
Hell, dude, that lift of Christy finishing a deadlift, like looking at her bicep tear and then just holding it. Fuck.
I will say,
God
it's so
damn.
because like sometimes it's like, oh, their adrenaline held them out. The idea of going like, damn, my biceps, like looking over at mid-level, like, whew, that's not connected.
That's
And then you're
unfortunate.
Like, I'm not gonna put it down.
You may as well. It's already gone. You may as well hold on, right? But like, Christy's the only person I've seen full tricep rupture. Seems to be like a lot more of like a not career ender, but career alterer than like biceps. Nothing.
There's a lot of injuries that I've heard people like, oh yeah, like a career ender, and it's just like not. Like it's like
People calling it. I've seen people be like, "Oh yeah, bicep tear ended up my career." And it's like almost every guy that's ever won worlds had a bicep tear before their
there have
win.
been guys who've been back within 10 weeks off a full like complete.
Full disconnect within 10. Like Jasper, my guy, bounced back in 10 weeks to just being back to all time. It's a
Thank God he didn't stub his thumb though.
Thank God he didn't. Thank God he didn't hurt his little thumb. Literally 10 weeks bounced back from a bicep tear. They just say, oh, they reattached it. I followed the protocol. Then I started doing some curls, and it's the exact same.
Much love for Jasper. He's like, I'm never gonna do powerlifting again. And I was like, that's crazy.
Should have just pulled hook.
Because you've torn your hamstring fucking 25 times or whatever, and you've never rethought how you done it.
I love Jasper. Jasper's the fucking man.
Big lifts that you guys want to see done.
I feel like Sunita existing has been super cool.
The
I just want to see her keep
women's
doing it.
800 squat.
Keep freaking doing
at
it.
this fucking rate. Women's 800 squat.
Bless you, bro.
Dude, her shot calling. I'm just gonna go take the equip total record. See that's a shot call.
awesome.
Oh, but what I was saying is bicep is a nothing burger. Quad is a pretty big deal, but like Big Z, fun fact, a lot of people don't know this. Big Z had a double patellar rupture before he won his first World's Strongest Man. His entire career, that's part of the reason he like was so wide and sit backy on his squat, was he was working on reattached quads. And that's also part of the reason he didn't use his legs that much on a push press.
The double quad tear, a lot of people are like, that's the career ender. And it's
Yes.
so funny that the best career of all time happened after that.
I talked to Lucas about this ages ago, and I was like, Lucas, what do you think about this take? And I was like, I think that that Big Z may have been able to do like a 550 log had he never torn both of his quads. It's not like he was like a raw, I'm manly, using your legs is whack. I know he doesn't like the split jerk, but like he's like, yeah, using your legs is fine. If he had a better dip and drive from not being like able to sit into them, geez Louise, where would that record have gone?
That's one of those records that feels like there's still a lot left.
The double quad rupture is the double quad rupture is a big one, but Big Z is this cool exception. The tricep is an interesting one because like Matouche has not PR'd a press since. Krzysztof Radzikowski, if you know who that is, the Polish big arms guy, did not PR once it went. Tom Martin, Andrew Herbert. It seems like that's what happened
to Dan too, right?
Dan didn't tear his tricep. Dan has nerve damage.
Oh, I don't know why I thought it was
tricep. Dan compressed a nerve in his neck between like doing some ab exercises. He said he was doing like dragon flags and then like got in a weird spot and then also that SSB, like he was rounding a bunch and now he just cannot fire his left side to save his life. But it seems like the tricep is like Christy is the only person I've seen come back and surpass their all-time best. Just super interesting. But lifts we would like to see.
Yep.
That's a good question. I know. Not quite. He's not as cool, high on my cool guy list as Ray. But oh my God, if Julius finally gets to 8 and downsizes, get
crazy.
It, lock in, get it fucking done and get out of there. Stop weighing 440. It just seems like he's like 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out the door. And it's like, you're postponing how long you have to weigh 440 pounds. Fucking cut out all these guest appearances for a bit. Get your have Josh Bryant like release a program in your name, like what they did with Tom Haviland. You'll get your finances like pretty decent. Live off of that for a year. Lock the fuck in and get it done. You're the guy. You're the guy. You basically did it in training. You're the guy.
Oh, it makes me so mad at the idea that we might just like not see an 800-pound bench for 10 more years.
Andrew House total record.
Ooh, that's a sick. I think we're gonna see
Kyle Crevet learns good technique and crushes everyone's souls.
Colton Engelbert shows up to a meet and loses to Kyle Crevet.
Dude, get fucking Kyle Crevet Colton level technique. He'll be even better.
Fuck, dude, teach him how to lift at all.
Easy there.
Take that guy to a weightlifting class. We'll be
good.
good.
That guy is so strong. whew, that guy is strong. Because like I think people are like, see Colton, amazing, like the man right now, of course, right? And they're like, he's so strong, and it's like that is what happens when you take like truly top end 275-pound man strength, like roughly I think contractile wise, where Zahir got to, but then give him elite technique.
Yep.
There's a 308-pound strong guy that if he can get this shit figured out, and his name is Kyle Curvey.
It's crazy because it's like he doesn't even need an efficient sumo. If that guy just like had a good conventional, a good bench, and a good squat.
Well, he's working with Sebastian Oreb now, so the chances have gone up. You were saying Steffi Cohen won you back over, eh?
She did. She's on her redemption arc. She won me back over for sure. She's putting out super reasonable, good information.
Okay.
I believe people can change, Max. I don't know what happened. I really liked her before everything happened. All that stuff happened. I was like, I don't know what's going on. Maybe something happened. She went a little crazy or something. I don't know.
This is one of those ones that I'm
Maybe
like,
she went a little crazy or
I
something.
know there are people who are really deep in this lore that I'm like, what if she did something like evil?
I think,
Dude, if all she did was try to trip a cop, that's funny.
If that's the greatest crime,
Haven't we all?
We've been in Vegas. We've all had a couple Jack and Cokes.
I do presume she did something evil, but I do think people can change.
Okay.
That was one of Kirsten's earliest lifting inspos.
With Steffi Cohen, back when she was cool, but she's cool now again.
She's back
She's
to
cool
training
again.
seriously too.
Yeah?
Yeah, she beat her all-time best squat
Yeah.
in a meet.
I think women pulling 700 powerlifting, that's be sick.
Because someone did it,
That-
Lucy
it
Underdown did it
feels-
in a suit, right?
Lucy Underdown did it in the suit straps, yes.
Okay, because
It
that's
feels
my
like
ass.
it's not that fucking far. I know we're like
Somebody's gotta be able to
percent wise.
do
It's the farthest one away we've talked about, but like it feels like it's
No, it's closer. It's closer than it would appear.
100%.
The rate of progression, right, of untested women right now is so high. It's way closer than it would look like on
I think she's from New Zealand. There was a lady that they misloaded and accidentally put 7-11 on the bar and she broke it off the ground.
You say, yeah.
And I was like, wait a minute, what?
That's awesome.
I was gonna say, speaking of getting tricked, you know what I have been tricked by?
Okay.
I just watched. I know I'm not gonna prattle on about this too much because I know that only a certain percentage of our fans like the UFC. I just watched the new interview with Conor McGregor on Ariel Helwani's show. He's convinced me.
You are tricked by
nothing.
snake oil more than any other smart person I've ever
I am
met.
an open-minded individual.
It's
Max.
crazy. The degree
You're
where
a
like,
cynical, broken
you have
man.
sent me 2 actual content. I'm like, this guy seems pretty interesting. And I'm like, Sam, just do like 10 minutes more research. I'm like, kind of seems like a little bit of a bitch. And then you'll send back like, glee.
Listen, you are a jaded.
You've
cold,
sent me like Egyptian truthism
jaded,
posts.
cold soul. I am open to new ideas always. I watched that. And I was like, he's fucking back. He's going to slime out Max Holloway.
Also, why are you
It doesn't
rooting-
matter that he's been out for 5 years.
Why are you rooting against Best is Blessed?
Dude, I love Max Holloway. I just watched that. I was like, damn, he's really confident. he really thinks he's going to win.
It's a trait of like a very dumb dude. Like, holy shit, I didn't realize he could be so confident. Hold on, maybe he does have it.
I will say it is. Conor McGregor is either the dumbest smart guy ever or the smartest dumb guy ever. Like the number of I think very good introspections he's had across his career, like the amount of things he had figured out early in his career and then somehow managed to forget and lose sight of. It's interesting. I saw that in that interview, that same thing of man, there's some really high quality introspection here that might allow him to actually climb back into really good fighting shape. But then by halfway, there's talk about I've moved on from materialism. I'm already fucking dummy rich. And I was like, oh, he's hitting all these talking points. Not just hitting them, but he's hitting them in a way that this is genuine introspection. He's fucking changed. And then by about halfway through the interview, he's like, I think they should be paying me $100 billion. I was like, wait, what happened to the no materialism? No!
He had you in the first half.
Max, both of your favorite fighters won this weekend.
Yeah.
Gaethje and Diego fucking got it done.
Huge shout out Diego Lopez.
Diego, by the way,
I gifted him the mullet for him to be able to win.
I made Max watch UFC with me during Diego Lopez's debut, and Max was instantly like, "This is my favorite fighter. This guy's sick."
That was an
Such a
insane
good
one to
pick.
see a random call up guy and be like, "This is my favorite guy."
Such a good
and then have
pick.
him just immediately speed run a title match.
To be fair, the Bangs mullet,
It's huge.
it's huge.
It's huge.
The
I will say, if I miss
conceive, believe, and make it happen across your chest in a language you don't speak, hard.
boys, I will not cut the mullet until I get 1,000 kilos.
Let's go.
Regardless of the time, I'll have the longest rat tail of all time.
I remember one of the first.
Enjoy your hair while it lasts.
See, here's the thing. I'm not going to lose the skullet ability.
I still have the skull. That's true.
Yeah,
I still have
that's
a.
true.
I can grow a very.
If 1,000
thick
takes me
skullet.
4 years and I have to be bald on top and party in the back, so be it. God damn it.
You seen BJ Stone's been rocking the skullet indefinitely. That's a crazy move.
I've never seen anyone else other than me have a skullet.
Oh, there's a spider on the wall behind you. I'm sorry, it scared me. But I was gonna say-
Kirsten was traumatized.
Oh God, are we gonna tell this on the pod?
If you don't want to, we can.
No, you can.
I had a rough training day the other day for a pretty funny reason.
Oh my god, I came in and I was like, yippee boys, let's get to training! And you guys were both like dead son. I was like, glee. Holy shit.
I was sleeping. I had my earplugs in. I had my sleep mask on.
Well, yeah, and I also had my headphones on because I listened to a sleep
Optimized,
video. Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, it's cold and like an hour after I'd fallen asleep, I like vaguely remember like reaching over and like grabbing something from my neck, and then I'm like trying
Grabs
to
a
like
fuzzball.
right. I'm like half asleep. I'm like, what is going? I'm like drifting in and out. Like I have it in my hand. I'm like, what is this?
1
I'm
2
like,
milligram melatonin has Kirsten absolutely on another planet.
I'm like, is it if I thought it was a blueberry, and then I finally like wake up and have to be like, holy fuck, what if it's a spider?
yeah.
And then I'm like, no way. And then I look down, and there's like a leg on my shirt, and I'm looking at my hand, and there's just like a balled up spider that I've been
big
like
ass spider.
manipulating.
There being enough to think it was a blueberry is a horrifying thought.
It was a big boy. It was a big juicy boy.
Full on panic attack. I tried to wake Sam up. For the first time ever in his entire life, Sam is too asleep for me to wake him up. So I like roll on his shoulder and he doesn't wake up. I'm like, fuck. So that was we did not get very much.
I was like lying in bed. I hear a noise. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I hear a noise. I'm like, it's like really quiet. I'm like, wait, I've got earplugs in. I take out one person. I take out one earplug and I hear, and Kirsten like scream crying in the shower. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck happened? Right? And she's like, there was a spider. Why did this happen to me?
I know that you're like, yeah, Kirsten being so scared that she became Scottish.
I'm like, unfortunately, I do not have the answer of why this happened to me. She kept going, why did this have to happen?
It's the night of all nights.
so
I've never seen a person like actually fully stun locked. Like she would start to like, okay, breathe, and then you could just see her picture the squishing feeling, and then go, and then start screaming.
I came in and I was like, man, they must have gotten like a fight or something. They seem really fucked up.
We were very underslept.
Yeah, that was a tough day of training.
We really had to dig deep to get through that session. I was so tired. It was not good.
I was confused. I was like, wow, neither of them are hype at all. Super bad.
What the fuck?
I've got a topic. Early in my lifting phase, I remember I was listening to a podcast with Andy Huang and Brandon Allen.
Shout out Hwanger.
And Brandon Allen, I remember, was like, yeah, it's really a shame. Like, I love pushing lifting weights, but I just like, I hate having constant hemorrhoids. And I remember, like, it's like they had like two guests, and they're like, what are you talking about, Brandon? And he goes like, well, it's like you're constantly having hemorrhoids. It's like, well, it's like you always have diarrhea and you always have hemorrhoids. And
Speaking of,
I think I was like 14. I was like, oh my god, for real. I was like,
you were shitting yourself all the time at that area. You were like, this is powerlifting.
well, I had the same diet as Brandon Allen.
Brandon Allen confirmed powerlifting is exactly what you thought it was.
Yeah, just two fat guys eating a bunch of ramen and be like, damn, it's crazy. To be the strongest possible, you have to shit liquid all the time.
That's optimal. Speaking of, I got a nutritionist.
Whoa!
I spent money. It stressed me out. I hate spending money, brother.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You've started transferring money to deposits into my account, so you
Yes.
don't have to give it to me.
Yes, I would rather you take my money directly from the source and then send me some of it than I have to send some to you. That hurts me. Even though it's the math is the exact same, but I was like, I'd rather just not even see the number.
God, I
in the
hate to
first
see
place.
that number going down.
I like to see a
Can
plus,
you
not a
imagine
minus.
if instead of lifting weights, you had a brain that liked cash?
I like to think I would make more cash if I had that brain. I remember to charge all of my clients for like a whole week. We already bought the chessboard row.
Oh,
It's been purchased.
I'll stay with the next like month or two, and we'll get the chessboard roads within a week. You're like, all right, we're good, boys.
I opened up a sheet. I was like, oh, nobody's paid me. This is awesome. I just was like, hey, could you guys pay me? And they sent me the money. And I was like, awesome. I can buy a chessboard row
I
now.
genuinely think if you liked money as much as you like lifting weights, you would be like an Alex Hormizzi type dude.
I like to think so, but I don't know if that's true.
That's why I said it instead of you. What was the question?
What was the question? I have one if you want to do
Oh, wait,
mine.
you got to talk about your nutritionist.
Oh, it's Mania Albersworth. Many of you might know her as Seth Albersworth's wife. That was my pick. I liked how she had to have eating. I looked at her principles. I know a couple of people sent me like their recommendations. I liked how she did things. I think it was like so adjacent to the vertical diet, which is just like the basis of everything I've done so far, that I figured it'd be like a very smooth, natural transition and just outsourcing thinking about it. Because obviously I studied that in college. I studied a lot on my own. I like to think I know a lot about nutrition, but I'm always game to learn more, A. And B, I don't have the fucking energy to put the right amount of thought into that. I'm already juggling my training, Max's training, the training of 50 other people, and getting all my shit done so we don't lose our house. I don't really have a lot of time.
I like to think those are the three groups. Your training, Max's training, 50 people is that there. Poquito.
Un poquito. Fun fact, I was one class shy of a Spanish minor. They kept being like,
not.
Yeah. Yeah, you did really well in most of your classes.
Spanish?
Kirsten-
No comprende, you know?
Kirsten held a 4.0 through her final year and a half when she started taking school seriously. Man, some people are not wired to learn languages.
Fun fact, I graduated.
Kirsten was studying hard for Spanish 1.
I graduated at
Spanish 2.
I graduated at Spanish 5. I feel like there's never been a more fundamental crack that someone has slipped through. Except I kept going to the worst Spanish teachers. And whatever. I read 2 teachers get fired in the middle of the year. They're like, we're just gonna give you guys A's. Obviously, this is a really turbulent time. And I didn't learn fucking any Spanish.
I did really enjoy how flagrant our school was about it wouldn't even be a advanced class and a regular class. They would be on paper the exact same class, and then they would have the shitter class and the good class, and they would shamelessly just fill the shitter class with all the people that never do their homework and stuff, and just hold them to a lower standard.
It was awesome.
It was really cool.
Well, yeah, because I was I'd be like, I'm in Spanish 4, and all my friends were like, I'm also in Spanish 4. And they're like, we're in different Spanish 4s. My Spanish 4 teacher put on a movie that was a softcore pornographic and got an insane amount of trouble. He was like, well, this movie has a strange relationship between a teacher and their student. and then somebody else coming to class like, hey, sorry about that guy.
Is this the teacher whose name starts with a J?
Yes, it is.
Speaking of, actually, we got a great story. I don't know if you've heard this one. Max wrote on the. It was Halloween, and I remember at the time it was some kind of internet meme. Fucking Max wrote on the side of his paper, just doodling during class. He wrote spooky, right? Spooky
Clarify. It was write a sentence in English and then translate it to Spanish. So I was he's from a spooky, scary place about a skeleton guy.
And Max's teacher pulls him aside. Is like, Max, this is a slur.
I think you did tell me this story.
Dude, how on earth could you interpret that as what? I still remember that. Shout out to my Spanish teacher who, man, that guy was a very cool level of checked out because he would just let us leave during class to go get 7-Eleven if we brought him something. And so we kept going and getting him. His name was Julio. And we kept bringing him hey, Julio, you want a slushie? Can I go to 7-Eleven? He's like, yes, Chico. Right? And I was like, dude, this guy rocks. And the school got wind of this at some point. And he started the class and he was so annoyed. He's like, apparently you can't go to 7-Eleven anymore because 7-Eleven is like 9/11.
We went to an awesome school.
It's this is an insane takeaway from this.
Awesome.
So me and my boys would just constantly write on school stuff 7-Eleven is 9/11. God, that guy was the man. That was such good times.
I love that they just hired people who spoke Spanish. We're like, all right, run the class.
I wrote something down that we were talking about today, where we were talking about different lifters, different athletes in general have different technique learning styles. Some people like you benefit from doing something less often. So when you do it, it really matters.
I'm sweating so much.
Yeah, it's really hot.
And it's hot in here.
I hate that you guys don't look visibly sweaty. I quickly took a survey and I was like, shiny. Like
I already sweated out all of my sweat for the day.
It's all gone.
I'm super dehydrated, so I can perform. Yeah, me and you, I definitely like think about and learn technique like super fundamentally different.
Well, because I think when people start getting into like just going through the motions, right? Like your technique would regress because you would check out of paying like super close attention. You move your technique forward through like visualization and good movement prep and like heavy use of cueing. Versus some people that does not, like low frequency exposures with lots of cueing does not work for them at all. And they learn more passively. Like they just need to do it more often and their body will gradually learn positions, right? You'll hear about like Thomas Lilly, Colton's coach. They do low frequency and they're like, no, through very direct intentionality is how you're gonna, like, not that much work. You don't need SBD days. You don't need frequency. Very intense cueing is what you need. But then on the USAPL side of things, you see a lot of people where they're like, yeah, my bench just feels off unless I'm doing a little bit every day just to keep that pattern fresh, because it's a more passive learning pattern. That's how you can look to like Colton Engelbrecht's coach, who's like cues are fucking the lifeblood of getting better. And then you have someone like Matt Venna, who like cites some studies where like cueing hurts lifters. I think that varies from person to person. I think some cues for some lifters are good, but on average, people overthinking things during a lift is bad. And he'll do a higher frequency, more passive exposure model. And like you said, you and me are very different ends of the spectrum of your technique got better when you started squatting once a week instead of twice versus, man, I only learn when I'm doing something often.
Yeah, we've talked about like there's like a mechanical efficiency their body drifts towards out of like desperation or like need. Like when you just do something often, it just gets better at moving, right?
Yep.
I go towards like dead ends a lot. Like
Yeah.
anytime that we've been like, oh, we're just gonna like spam and like where your body can like find more mechanically, especially on my bench, dude. When we were like, we're just gonna do a shitload of 20 sets of pressing a week.
Yep.
I just learned worse and worse motor patterns. Like it was like technically like whatever 5% more efficient, right?
Yeah.
But down these paths that would just be like, and hard stuck. Like, and
Yeah.
so I ended up having to like try and dig my way out of these like technical holes. But like every time that you just did a bunch of like any lift, right, it would look the best. And I'd be like, what do you work on? And you're like, I don't know.
I'm
You're
feeling
like, I'm
it.
moving the bar.
I'm vibing.
And I'm like, that's so much fucking cooler to me than the idea of me coming in with like having a like I have a notepad of like hundreds of cues on my phone of like these are the small things I'm trying to make. And even my like technical worst deadlifts when I was pulling like 700 when I was like 16, I was pulling that shit hard. I had notes on what I was writing on. Like clearly we're not doing that much, but it's like I had a lot that I was trying to do right.
Yeah, like every time my technique has been the best it's ever been was when I was doing that lift the most often.
And you're not fucking thinking about anything.
I fixed up my deadlift. I think about a little bit. It's just a lot less than like I think about like one thing at a time.
But I think you in the like I'm always trying to find like the correct answer or like the better way to do stuff.
Yeah.
Right? You're so prone to like thinking more about like especially like programming and stuff, right? Like a lot of times.
I don't overthink for them. Don't worry.
Your best phases are when you're just like, oh yeah, I don't know. He's like, you stop changing your shoes every fucking. Kirsten, which group do you feel?
Yeah,
you
which
fall
one
into?
do you think you'd fall
That's
into?
interesting. I feel like more into the doing it more often being better camp, but I also definitely am a big cues person for sure.
Yeah, well, because right now you're only squatting once a week, and
Yeah.
you could argue it's probably the best your technique has been.
That is true. So I guess in the past, it depends on the lift, right? Because
Yeah.
bench, I'm definitely, the more often I do it, the better, but that's probably the case for most people. But yeah, no, squat definitely.
Max has been thriving on two benches.
I was gonna
rather
say, yeah,
than
we
three.
dropped my bench down from whatever 15 sets a week to 4, and it's the best my bench has ever mechanically looked.
Fair.
It's 5. Main bench day averages 2 back offs.
Oh, that's true. Yep.
Is that 4, 5, 6?
Yep, 6. From 15 to 6. 1.
4 plus 2. God damn. Welcome to large
It's really hot, guys. I really hope we train in the sun.
Well, I had another thing. I saw a video that almost made me make a talking head video on Instagram.
Whoa!
I've seen
Kirsten
it-
has been
Please do, Kirsten.
Go follow Kirsten's Instagram.
Don't expect a talking head video yet.
can do it.
I'm not ready to rock the boat
Dude,
yet.
just go just go start calling everybody dumbasses.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
It's just
this
beautiful
guy.
woman. It's not talking, just mouth hanging open.
But so I saw 2 people say the same thing, pretty big people, and they were saying that telling someone they need to get stronger to improve like their squat is wrong. They just don't know how to squat, so you just need to make them learn how to squat better. And I'm like, that is so like there's something in there, right? Of like, is it important to focus on form? Yes.
Yes.
But also is probably part of the reason their knees are shooting back out of the hole because their quads are weak. Yeah, I think fucking yes.
Yeah, I think those things are like super interactive together.
Yeah.
Right. Like I think there's also two ways you can get stronger, which
Yeah.
would one be like get your technique really nice and then do a shit ton of the squatting and rely on doing a bunch of nice technique squats to build the right muscles, or do a more moderate amount of squatting with accessories.
Right. And I'm thinking like the average lifter,
Yes.
they are going to be, what are the odds the average lifter can convince themselves to take enough weight off the
Yes.
bar to do a nice looking squat, and also for that to feel productive
And
enough to them?
auto-regulate and like being willing to do what is ultimately going to be much more mundane training. Where
Yeah.
I tell you to go do, hey, Max, do 3 sets of back squats, and then I want you to hop on the leg extension and the leg press. We build our volume out that way. That's a lot more enjoyable, and people bring a lot more focus and intensity to that. So like, I agree. The average person is like super high specificity. Right? It works. I get what you're saying, which is what like that was the old Russian approach, was like not a lot of assistance exercise. Just learn a really, really nice looking squat and then do the right quantities of that.
Right. Well, it's also,
But most
is
people aren't going to do that.
Yeah.
Like most people aren't coordinated enough to even get to like this pristine technique, I feel.
It feels like the slowly falling down the path of the talking head videos, where you like are just trying to make more and more like eye catching statements, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, the thesis is tricep extensions are good, and then it's like, you should not do bench press for 4 months for transformation. It's like at a certain point I hate like the fact that there's a good message in here is lessened by the
It's
fact
even
that
it's even worse, right? Is like, no, you're right, and you're somehow making this unpalatable.
you have like an onion level headline for this fucking exercise science video.
well, it's like, and the point is there, right? Like, do most people's squats look dog ass?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So like, is there a point of, should more people be focusing more on their squat tech? 100% yes.
Yeah, the answer is
but the
just do
answer
both.
isn't don't do leg accessories.
It is crazy what the percentage of like fitness questions with, why don't you just do both for like a more moderate amount of volume? Like, why are we choosing? If you had to choose between this and this, you don't.
Also, when is
You
the
don't.
answer? The answer is almost never don't do accessories.
Because there's like a subsect of people who have done a lot of bodybuilding work
Yeah.
where it's like, okay, your legs are plenty big and strong to squat more than you do.
Yep.
Thinking that you're getting your leg extension even higher is going to be the thing. Very unlikely. You need to practice your skill more. But that's only a certain subsect of people.
And it's not
most,
often.
Most people are most people who are into powerlifting might be in this category where their squat is pretty passable and their legs aren't strong enough.
Yeah.
Or a lot of people, their technique is bad and they're small.
Right.
Crazy. So they should just work on both at the same time. Crazy.
Well, yeah. So my last point here is also, we've talked about this before, but it's hard to do cues that you're not strong enough to do, right? So there could be someone who theoretically, you could tell them to keep their knees forward as much as you want, but their quads just aren't strong enough to squat that way.
Yeah.
So that kind of cueing, trying to reinforce, take more weight off the bar, take even more off, is, I don't know, I just don't see that. There's a time and a place for it, but giving that as a blanket recommendation seems really silly.
Yeah, Kirsten was pissed off about this.
I was.
She was crashing out. She's like, this dumb motherfucker.
Kirsten, please, we need to talk head videos.
Kirsten's making a media push. She's growing her Instagram.
am.
She's doing some experimenting with content types.
It's going to be good.
The next famous influencer is right here among us.
We're just banking off Kirsten getting famous.
Jesus Christ. You and I have posted on Instagram a lot of times. It's not fucking working. So Kirsten
Neither
come
of us
save
have
us.
tried to do well on Instagram.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. In the past, I feel like just posting like really heavy lifts
Worked better than it does
Worked.
now. Your dedication to posting horizontal videos is so fucking stupid. It's crazy. It's just nuking your post over and over and over. And I feel like you keep being like, well, one of these days someone's gonna recognize this for like a unique.
I need the
gimmick.
footage. I need the footage for the YouTube.
Trim it.
I only have one phone. Like zoom in.
Yes.
Dude, I got a fucking iPhone 9. It's gonna look like shit.
I guarantee it will do better than your fucking 50 feet away horizontal video.
But you can't see everything that
Bro,
way.
that's his brand. You don't understand.
brand. Max, you don't know anything about branding.
See, you guys know I heard of a little fella called Sam Sulik.
Have you ever heard of Sam Sulik? All right. You got another topic? I got another topic if you need it.
I have a bunch of topics, but of varying quality.
All right, let's go with
If you
that.
couldn't tell by the diarrhea.
So I used to think shitting
What's up,
myself
guys?
was
PSA,
normal.
if you think that diarrhea is necessary to lift heavy, cut it out.
Speaking of nutrition, though, I did have a client come up to me the other day and tell me that they started eating cleaner more recently, and that it made a huge difference in their performance in
awesome.
the gym. And
Fuck
I was
yeah.
like, that's one of those things where you always want to, like, I'm always saying that and all that, but it doesn't really catch on until someone actually does it, and they're like, holy shit, this makes a huge difference.
Can I say something? I feel like I've never had a performance boost from eating better.
This guy.
Crazy.
This fucking
Okay,
guy.
hydration?
You didn't get a performance boost from not
This
feeling like you're gonna
genuinely-
shit yourself every day?
No.
Yes, he did. This guy's
Absolutely
this
not.
guy's a fucking Kirsten. This guy's a jackass. He goes, "Yeah, I've never trained my lower back.
I didn't
I've
feel
never-
better after switching from ramen to beef.
I never got any benefit out of actually fixing my nutrition."
I did it out of like custom, you know?
What is this shit?
I genuinely
Are you
believe
trying
this,
to
by the
depict
way.
yourself as like a fucking like 2005 West Side guy?
No,
Like,
because I eat an awesome diet now.
what's the angle we're taking on this?
I've never seen a performance uptick from eating better.
Bro's still shitting himself. He eats beef and rice. It's all over.
You gotta switch the pre-workout over back to Mountain Dew for your branding. That's branding
True.
right there.
Dude, back when I was having Barks as my pre-workout, fuck. Barks and the old shitty, very sketchy grocery outlet caffeine pills. I think they were called Stay Awake.
Dude, those were sick.
If I could just post a video like Barks and Stay Awake.
We used to crank those caffeine pills because they were dirt cheap and we had no money.
It was really dangerous. We were giving them to people in high school all the time.
They were awesome.
That was great. I think I sold them for like $1 a pill, and they were 25 cents a box.
That's a real grind.
I had a lot of hustles in high school.
Captain side hustle. Over
Remember, I
here.
filled my locker with sodas and I'd sell them for $1. That
Oh,
made
we
me
got
a lot
a-
of money. They got me in a bunch of trouble too.
Speaking of me being gullible, we got an email of someone claiming to represent Optimum Nutrition, being like, "Oh, we would like be interested in a partnership," and I was like, "Oh, really? Optimum Nutrition, that giant mega company that like has all their stuff at Costco. You like large lads?"
They love large lads.
I forwarded it to you. You can just suss out if that's legit or not.
Can you imagine next week we have an Optimum Nutrition sponsorship?
Well, you and I, even like ages ago, we were like, all right, if we get like approached by like different companies, like what are we willing to shill for?
Also,
It depends how much money they pay us.
Us
Shout
is-
out,
us
shout out to
saying-
our new sponsor, DraftKings.
we're not. Well, what's the price tag on the Rubettes? Cowshy boys?
Fuck.
I just want to say, guys, if we ever do a Cowshy ad, let it be known.
Hey, we're making. If we ever do that, we're making money.
They have to be paying enough money that everyone in my family is good.
Yeah, we're
We
retiring
can
the
drop
family.
off the face of the earth afterwards, so we don't have to deal with the repercussions of doing one Calci ad.
I think I would try and do it in a way that would like try and not void the contract. Like, do it.
Do you like losing your money? Sports betting is great.
You can bet on the things that you really know about.
really know about. Well, you and I were like, okay, if people approach us, like how much money, right? Like, talking about like the plan, right?
Yep.
And you're like, what companies would you be chill with? I was like, well, fucking unlikely, but obviously Optimum Nutrition because that's the protein we get from Costco.
Yep.
And they also like make creatine. That's just plain old creatine. It's as good as any other creatine. I was like, I would feel so ethical shilling for that. Most other stuff I'm sussed out by.
You know what fucking pisses me off? I forgoed my SBD sponsorship like a fucking idiot.
Yes, when you won nationals.
Yeah, I got a World's invite. I went, no. And then I realized, I was like, oh shit, if I just said yes, I guarantee they'd still be
You
sending
would
me
have got the
stuff.
care package and everything.
Oh my fucking god, dude. I spent $1,000 on SBD belts and I could have just said yes when I was 15.
One day, people are going to recognize the potential we got going. Dude, once me and Max are deadlifting 1,000, somebody will sell us. It's so funny how long I've been grinding it out on social media. Like I've got like a medium-sized following, and I'm just like, somebody wants to send me free stuff.
I had to really, who are your main sponsors right now? And I was like,
Me,
the
myself,
rat pack.
Pack.
The rat
oh,
pack. is
by the way, boys, we might be adding a thing to the Patreon where you guys can choose our fake advertiser. For $50 tier, we'll do a fake ad read.
Dude, imagine a real company just does that to get the ad read for way too cheap.
Oh shit!
That'd be awesome.
We would have been duped bad. We would have to do
Optimum
it.
Nutrition, they have the best protein.
They paid us $50.
Fuck. They actually were huge fans and they watched episode 89.
Once we're ripping fucking 1,000-pound deadlifts, people are gonna send us free stuff.
I've gotten like 4 or 5 t-shirts over the course of my career, which is too cool.
Nina is rubbing off on me way too much. Nina pitched this idea that just saying very funny is funny.
Yeah,
I now think it's funny.
it's hilarious.
Damn, that shit's so funny.
I love the fact that my girlfriend is an apparition in the house that she lives in. It's such a funny. She'll just appear, make a bag of mac and cheese, disappear for 3 or 4 more days.
Nina being paler than me was genuinely shocking to me. Yeah. I don't go outside.
Nina paleness mogging Kirsten was nuts.
I've never been paleness mogged ever. Ever.
She lives dwarfed. She lives in our house, and I see Max's girlfriend about once every 4 days.
Yeah,
we share it. We don't have a big house. We don't have wings of the house. They don't have a kitchen. We share the same kitchen.
We usually stay on the east wing.
I see her once every 3 to 4 days, and it's just like running to.
Sometimes I feel bad when I see her run by, so I like go back in the room to let her go by.
She scurries, you know. She's real, also.
Just scurrying around.
She's real, which is awesome. And it's not an iPad. I put on a broom.
So, do you got another one you want to do?
Do you have one?
I have a fan question.
We have not a fan question on Large Lads in forever. Let's do a fan question.
We do fan questions on Larger Lads on the.
If you've got a question for the Large Lads cast, hop on the Patreon.
Yes.
If you like our shit, there is an extra episode every single week on the Patreon for $5.
$5.
And we got pretty wacky.
It is the Larger Lads episodes are so up and down because it'll be like absolute heater of Max saying some shit he would never say on the main one, and then us being like, well, I guess deload's okay. So it's up and down.
I think I've called for
peaks are high.
I think I've called for 3 or 4 deaths on there.
Max, yes, Max has probably called for about 3 deaths. So check that out if you're interested. But this guy, he messaged me, and he goes, at least in Germany, most powerlifters will tell beginners to have a good amount of isolation stuff in their training to drive early hypertrophy. But if you listen to bodybuilders like Jordan Peters, for example, who would say beginners should mostly stick to compound movements, ideally do full body compound routines, I thought about discussing that would be an interesting thing on Large Lads. So what do you guys think about,
really
like, what do you
question.
recommend to people like truly brand new to the gym? What's their best way to get the ball rolling?
Okay, I have a thing. These 2 pieces of advice are kind of the same.
Mm-hmm.
Because the powerlifter, right, is saying in the eyes of our sport, you see squat, bench, deadlift, and people tend to lean to only doing squat, bench, deadlift. Like the number of people that we've had at the gym who are like, I'm doing 6 egg. Like, they just think like powerlifting mean you do it a squat.
Just
and a bench,
note he
deadlift.
said isolation, not accessory.
Yep.
Okay.
Bodybuilders, right? I assume a lot of them early on are just only doing isolation movements and never learn any actual proprioception, right? When the probably the best answer is you should be doing some amount of compounds and some amount of isolations, right?
SBL guys clip this and trash him. Be funny.
There'll be a 4th death I'm calling for.
There's gonna be tomorrow. You're gonna have some kid being like, play that clip of you saying, like, you should have a mixture of compounds and isolations, is what I would say if I was a dumbass.
Whatever the well, that's not a term I can say on that.
Please don't get us demonetized.
This is saved for
Guys, wait for Larger Lads.
I'm baiting you with a hypothetical teenage scientist.
You got my goat.
His name is Mass.
But I'm on board. That makes sense.
Yeah, but like hypothetically, you need to like learn how to move your body. You need to like actually learn how to like use the muscles in bodybuilding. I assume. I've never done bodybuilding. Shocker.
That is
I
shocking.
know.
You have a lot of
Looking at
muscle.
me, you couldn't fucking tell. But and the same with powerlifting. Like people,
He's
say,
done only the building part, actually.
it like takes you a minute to learn how to fucking like actually build muscle in a compound. So you should be doing isolations to make up for that.
Yeah. So, Kirsten, what do you think? What would be your answer? Like you helped your brother get into lifting. What do you think?
I'm such a porque no los dos type of guy. But I agree. I think part of the problem with if you're truly, you've never done a sport and you're like, I'm going to power lift, loading up a bunch of weight heavy on compounds right away, maybe not the best choice. So I always advocate for people to just start really light and run a slow linear on the main lifts to figure out form.
Like a starting strength almost.
Yeah, almost something like that. And then while you're doing that, learn to build muscle in the background. Like, try out machines, learn what ones you like, try out all sorts of different dumbbell motions. Just try kind of like play the field of all of the different exercises that you have available to you at your gym. And then eventually, as your tech gets a little better and as you get a little stronger and as your linear goes up on your compounds, you'll be able to start getting a lot more work out of them. And then you can kind of adjust what percent you're doing of what. But
Yeah.
I just don't like the
think that's very reasonable. Is just
right.
run a linear on like a compound or two, and then kind of fill up the rest of your like ability to do work with other shit.
Because the other thing too is a lot of people come in and they don't have the mobility. That's the biggest thing. To do a deadlift or a squat, that's not like, man, if you loaded that up heavy, you are probably going to hurt yourself. So I feel like mobility also has to come up, but a good way to get mobility is obviously like stretching, but no beginner does that.
Just training through a full range of
Train
motion.
through a full range of motion and doing like, if your hamstrings, you can't do an RDL, do like a back extension, do some hamstring curls. Your hamstrings will, get a little bit more mobile, and then maybe your RDL, you can actually do it past 2 inches,
Yeah. I was thinking about this. Max, do you remember Bryce Lewis made a video ages ago being like, what even is beginner programming? Like, sure, they get better faster, but like, why do they need special programming? They get better kind of doing anything, so does it really need to be anything different, right? And I was like, that's a reasonable question to ask. I'm just saying. Like,
No. I was just saying it is such a good question to ask because as this person who sent in this question, the like origin of their point. Oh my god, beginner advice is so conflicting.
Yeah.
Like, because I think it is people trying to like bias away from one. Like, oh, I see people do way too many compounds, or I see people do no compounds, and so there's just so much just like give like literally exact opposite advice. And I feel bad for people who are like genuinely starting like. I mean, even people who were starting in 2010, it's not like there was a fucking gold mine of awesome information, right? Like,
Yep.
There was good information. Fuck, you had to sift through to find it. Just like now, there's a lot of stinky information. Fucking every person I know who's like actually started lifting weights in like 2020, they're just like constantly being inundated with like horrible TikTok advice.
Yes.
And then one every 3 months, I'm like, that's fucking awesome advice. like shocker, that Jeff Nippard video was pretty.
One, so like the thing I thought was interesting about that was like, hey, it is just kind of an assumption they need something different, right? And the idea is like, okay, well, they're going to progress doing anything, but what sets them up for like smoother intermediate? Like you can definitely set you, like anything will work, but some things will set you up for more continued success. But really good training is good training, right? Like even like when Kirsten was working as a PT aide, it's training. It's just you just like learn regressions and scale things really far back. Scale the squat pattern, scale the knee extension really far back, and then just build upward from there. Good training is good training. Like whether it's a 80-year-old person with X recovery ability and X mobility, or like an 18-year-old that's getting after it, right? And so if you have someone to just show you what good training is, just do what they're doing. If you've got a boy who's like just decent at the gym, he doesn't have to be a teacher, he doesn't have to be a coach, he doesn't have to be right about everything, but he's got a vague idea of what a good workout is, and he just takes you through good workouts. That's a great base because they're teaching you not just how to do lifts, but roughly what a good workout feels like. And you can kind of skip from A to B because I get saying compounds, I get the argument that like starting strength or a linear progression is almost a rite of passage because a lot of people need to learn just how far they can push themselves, and a mandated linear progression forces them to learn just how far they can push themselves. And so it's teaching not just technique, but like this skill of pushing. But there's like multiple ways to do that. But I understand each of these arguments as like how they set you up for success. But if you could just have someone show you good training is good training, right? Like, sure, it looks different if you're like powerlifting versus doing like pure bodybuilding training, but good, like just have someone show you a kind of good training, and then you'll have a very easy time learning another kind of good training because there's more in common than there is different,
The idea of like setting up a beginner for success is so like crazy and theoretical to me because I've never taken someone from a true actual no experience
true never gym
to like an intermediate. Like every guy who's hired me for coaching has come to me as either like a late beginner or early intermediate up to like low advanced, right?
Yeah.
So like I've never had someone come to me and be like, I've never touched a barbell before. So it's completely like I don't know. This is one of those things like I feel as though I don't have a like I don't
have a strong opinion. Yeah.
I'm not qualified to talk about this. Like I feel like I'm very qualified to talk about lifting weights. I'm not that experienced. Kirsten, I think, has the most experience here.
I would assume so.
Yeah. With Kirsten coaching much little in person.
Majority of my lifters again have been like, especially in the last 5 years, primarily working with like advanced lifters. So I'm kind of in the same boat as you. It's like got some vague ideas, but like it's a different thing to like observe something that's like 100 feet away from you and have some vague ideas about how it works. I hate when people then speak with a lot of confidence. Like when Mark Ripito and fucking especially Louis Simmons would talk about like what weightlifting coaches were doing wrong. You're doing that thing where you're looking at this thing 100 feet away and be like, well, I think this. And it's like, you have to take a closer look at it for like your opinion to hold like a lot of weight. I honestly feel like at this point, like best practice for brand new lifters is that 100 feet away thing where I'm like, yeah, I think this, but I don't have the ability to say that with like a ton of confidence versus Kirsten was doing a lot of like that grassroots because she was working in a like lifting PT clinic where the way they rehab people is to just introduce them to basic strength training, get them a little bit stronger, and then suddenly a bunch of the tasks in their day-to-day life are no longer maximum. Like getting up out of a chair isn't a maximum anymore. It's sub-maximum. So you probably have the most reps of that.
But I think that's where my bias of form being so important comes from, is like if a lot of people we saw were getting into lifting from being injured. So that's why I'm such a stinker about form, is because I'm like, I was there trying to help them get stronger and also not get hurt while getting stronger. Because if you want to turn someone off of your idea that getting stronger is a good way to be out of pain and
getting them hurt,
that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, well, now you kind of have to slow roll people because like you have to understand. Like you could educate them about pain science all
Nobody
day.
gives a fuck. They do not listen. They do not care.
You can give your great talk about pain is multifactorial, right? You can give that great talk if you get them hurt fast enough. You could tell them all day about how injuries are part of life. You can get hurt picking something off the ground. It's like just bouncing back from it. It's your relationship with pain. They're leaving. They're not coming back, right? So it's like you need to slow roll some people because you know their buy-in is that finicky that you need to go a little conservative, right? Like,
right. But it is interesting. That's the hardest part about beginner questions is everyone's different in the lifting world, blah, 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 if they've been powerlifting long enough. But beginners, the range of what you see
what is a
like insane.
Yeah, like
The
D1 track athlete who didn't have a weightlifting program.
Yeah.
A 60-year-old mom who's never done a sport. Like,
Division I wrestler versus 80-year-old grandfather.
Sedentary person who can't do any hinge pattern because their hamstring lengthens by about 2 centimeters before their back takes over because they have no
When
no
this is
structure.
where
cross-country runner with an iron will.
Literally, yeah.
Weeaboo.
could go to RPE 10, 12 times in the session on their first day, right?
Yeah, I got a deep observation for you boys. Big thinking over here.
Okay.
Wow. There's a lot of different kinds of people in the world. That's why
Facts.
that's why those talking head videos fucking suck. Because like at best you're gonna do a good job speaking to the average, but that's not that many people. It's just the biggest subsect of people. Because it's like you can make a video about how you need to train less hard, and there's gonna be a 20% of like serious lifters that just chronically are overdoing, and that's exactly what they need to hear. And then you could say like you need to train way harder, and there's a subsect of people that's gonna be what they need to hear. And then it's just like if you don't have if-then criterias, it's just throwing shit in the wind that's going to be bad for the same number of people that it's going to be good for.
I was going to say, as someone who like gets clients, right? It's very funny to see like,
Someone who gets clients.
someone who gets clients.
What the fuck?
I was going to say, like, gets clients after they've like been introduced into lifting, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very funny like to see the downstream effects of like how they were introduced into lifting. Like,
Yeah.
I have not taught.
I
anyone
can
to
spot
do
a Clarence Kennedy fan from a mile away.
I have not taught anyone to squat from like true zero, right?
Yeah.
Holy shit, you can tell who their influence is.
Yeah. I could spot a John Hack fan. I could spot a Sam Sulik fan. I could spot a Clarence Kennedy fan mile away. All of those guys.
I had somebody come to me from like a local powerlifting coach who clearly was good. I was like, fuck, dude, this is the easiest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
There's like good form on all three. I just give you volume and you hit this shit's fucking easy.
I'm always confused by that, right? Like someone will come to me from a coach who like really, they got their form nice. I was like, damn, your form is crispy. And I'm just like, do like a hard set of leg press. And they do like a hard set of leg press. They're like, I had a 30-pound squat PR. And I was like, okay, maybe do a hard set of RDLs. And they do a hard set of RDLs. And they're like, I had a 30-pound deadlift. It's like, were you doing nothing but form practice? But I want to know what your old coach
Easiest dunk of all time, you know?
Yeah.
I know. When someone sends me,
he got them dropped because he wasn't giving them hard work, and I got to fucking slam dunk.
yeah, dude, having like an undershooter, like maybe over form coach prior who just like didn't let the guy push, but his form is immaculate. I'm like, it's like that,
Holy shit, I'm a great coach!
it's that LeBron dunk, like it's the D Wade like walking off, and I was like, dude, this guy just set me up to look so much smarter than him. I was like, just take your sets a little further RPE wise, and then suddenly they hit PPQRs. I'm like, dude,
I'm the goat!
when a guy comes to me with a good form, I'm just like, oh, this is fantastic.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into Large Lads.